Hey guys, this is Oracle Daphne. My name is Beth, and I'm back again doing your January 2016 monthly tarot horoscopes. Welcome to my channel if you are new, and thank you so much for liking, subscribing, and Google Plusing all of my videos. I appreciate it, and all of my channels. I do have two channels. I started a new channel called The Closet for Francis in December, so check it out. If you're really into hair and makeup tutorials and stuff like that. People ask me all the time about my makeup and my hair, so I decided to create a whole channel for it. So check it out. Also, the news is that I have a new website. So you can go to oracledaphne.com. It's all lowercase, it's all one word. And pick a day and time on my calendar page, and then email me the day that you want to set up the reading, and then send payment. It's very, very quick, simple. All of the main things that people usually ask me are answered on my website, such as how I do my readings, what my readings are like, what I charge, what my schedule is like, all that stuff, more about my past history with this, my healing abilities, all those things. So definitely check it out. I think a lot of people really like my website, and I think it's going to be easier to schedule in general. I am offering a whole bunch of different new services that I talked a little bit about in one of my videos in December. I did a video about my update on my services, but check out my services page on my website, because there's, on the right hand side, there's like a whole list of new services that I'm going to be offering, and that I'm really excited about. So this video is for everyone with their ascendant, sun, or moon in the lovely Aries. And I'm back using my regular Shadowscapes deck. For those of you who are new to my channel, I upload twice a month, the beginning of the month and mid-month, and I will be back in January, mid-January, doing my horoscopes again at that time for everyone. So I have been shuffling quite a lot, and let's see what we get for you, Aries. Well, not surprising, you did get the King of Pentacles card, so you may be in a relationship with the Pisces. The King of Pentacles is showing up here, which showed up in the Pisces spread. So this is what's coming in from the outside. Also, the King of Pentacles is for fertility for guys. Okay, so for those of you who are wanting to get pregnant, even those of you maybe or you're in a partnership with a guy and you're looking to get pregnant via surrogate or something like that, this would be really excellent news. You may find out in January that you're pregnant. So I wasn't picking that up for Pisces, but you may be in a relationship with a Pisces guy. You may be an Aries guy in a relationship with a Pisces guy, looking to get pregnant, and this would be really great news for you. And I'm, congrats. Keep my fingers crossed for you. So, there's some other things going on here, though, that I want to talk about. You do have the Liar, Cheater, Thief card in the recent past. Okay, for those of you who are new to my channel, kind of bop around in the spread. I don't necessarily start in the beginning. This is recent past. So you do need to be careful, ladies, especially I want to say for those of you who, this can be a guy-guy or girl-girl relationship as well, but I'm feeling more in this reading that it's a guy-girl relationship. So, this is cheating, this is lying, this is stealing, this is somebody who's done you wrong, okay? Or you may have done them wrong. If you've been cheating, this is you. But this is where your partner finds out. This is where your partner knows about it. This is where you talk about it with your partner. For whatever reason, there's that communication, or even the thought of cheating. It may not be where they're actually cheating, it could just be where they're thinking about cheating. You like my scarf? I generally don't wear scarves, but I'm starting to fuss with it, so I thought I'd mention it. The reason I have a magical scarf is that was my first scarf that I wear in my videos, and I talked about how I generally don't have scarves, but I did wear this because it's a new scarf, and it's very soft, because it's my birthday in January this month. So, that's why I'm wearing it. I try to wear pink. for January videos because it's my birthday, and to me, pink is like a happy color and love and all that stuff. So anyway, I really digress. I was going with this. Oh yes. Oh, liar, cheater, thief. Okay, so this may have been what was going on with your partner. If you're out of that relationship, this could be what was going on with that partner. This may also be you, contemplating cheating on your partner if you have a partner. This is also deception, someone not telling you the truth for whatever reason. I do feel like some of you it's work related. A lot of you, I want to say most of you, it's your partner or your recent partner or somebody in the past that cheated on you. But you do have several work cards here, so you have to be careful about people at work in the beginning of January. I feel like it's still going to be present for this weird energy in January about people not... I want to say there's some weird work issue. The people around work, or the people around, even like if you're looking for a job, there's some element of conniving, of underhand dealings, business dealings, Aries, you want to be careful of in the beginning of January. Because if you partner up with someone who... I feel like they could put the whole load onto you. They could make you do all the work. This is somebody, expecting you to carry the whole burden. Now, you may be carrying the whole burden in your family. Whether you're single or not, you could be the sole breadwinner, or you could be somebody who has a lot of responsibilities, a lot on your plate. But there's some work issue. I can't quite put my finger on it. It's almost there. It's like there's somebody at work that's a coworker that's lying to you, or they're stealing from you, or they're not telling you the truth. If you own your own business, be careful about the till. Okay, whatever the till might be. Somebody may be taking a little bit off the top. You may not realize it or recognize it, but somebody may be doing that, and they may be doing it right under your nose. You need to be, I want to say, Aries, you need to become very alert when you're at work, okay? Especially if you own your own business. The people around you don't have your best intentions at heart, okay? Or they don't have, they just don't care, You also may be under a lot of pressure at work, or under a lot of some kind of financial burdens for whatever reason. So you may be trying to... kind of multitask in a way and deal with all of that in the beginning of January. We got the Two of Pentacles, which is multitasking and juggling, which is why I said that, okay, as a foundation. So the thing is the Two of Pentacles is, as a foundation, is linking up with the Seven of Swords. That's the natural progression. Somebody cheats and then somebody gets caught, or there's that element there. It may not actually have happened, but it's just that element there. There's the element of the two wives, two husbands, two girlfriends, two boyfriends, two lovers, two children. There's an element of two. This is also work-life balance. To have the Two of Pentacles lining up with the 10, this is work-life balance issues that have been going on for some time, and will continue to go on because this is the cycle that you're in. You're in this cycle where it's like it's never really, it's a wheel. You're constantly juggling. You're constantly working. You're constantly thinking about juggling, multitasking, work-life balance issues, financial burdens, personal burdens. Aries have a difficult time to manage their personal life as well as their business, because they overdo it in both. Okay, because of the fire energy that they always have, it's just like they burn out. They don't know when to stop. You may be like a little bit of like an Energizer bunny, in the beginning of January, where you're kind of going, trying to pay your bills, trying to multitask, but you've taken on so much that you're in danger of suffering a nervous breakdown. You may have some planets in Libra, okay? Or you may be in a relationship with a Libra, because there's the classic, always Libra, Aries relationship. It's just the shadow. It's just, that's how it goes. You or your partner, you or the Libra, may be just not able to say no. Saying no to a party that you've been invited to. Say no to a get-together that you've been invited to. Say no, stay home, rest, relax, do what needs to be done in order to recharge your batteries. I feel like that is important. You kind of need to say no to some things, and I know it's, for you, it's like, it makes you really sad that you can't go to every party that you were invited to, maybe, or that you can't go to whatever social function that you want to, but, whatever reason, whatever's going on, there's a work-life balance issue, okay? You just need to start saying no temporarily until things kind of come back into balance. At the center of everything, and it could just be where you're on your own now. Maybe you were in a relationship with someone who was cheating, and they're out of the picture, and you're on your own now. Or you're thinking about having to carry that burden all by yourself, and it's a little bit overwhelming, and you maybe don't want to. So at the center of everything, you have two very strange cards. They don't mesh well at all. Two very different, conflicting energies. One is the Three of Cups, which is the need to be social, okay? Which is interesting that I was talking about saying no to all your social activities and whatever. This may be you where you are very social, you are very active, but the Ten of Wands is, the collapse. Doing too much. So maybe you've overdone the alcohol. Some of you need to go easy on the alcohol, the wine, the beer, whatever it is you're drinking. Some of you have, a problem. It's headed to be a problem, and it's affecting you emotionally. It's affecting you where you're. It may just be fun for you, but I feel like. It may just be where you can't handle the things that you're dealing with, and you're turning to alcohol to help you kind of solve the problem, but it's not really solving the problem, it's just creating more of an issue. And I was going to say more conflict, and the Knight of Swords is the conflict. Again, this is the Libra, Aries, Aquarius male. The Ten of Wands usually is a Libra, Aquarius. Did I say Libra, Aquarius, or Aries? I meant to say Libra, Aquarius, or Gemini male. This is usually the Libra, Aquarius, Gemini female. So, again, it's going to depend. Some of you are in a relationship with the air signs. Aries guys, you may be in a relationship with an air sign. Female, or, your partner may be an Aries. You may be an Aquarius guy watching this video for your partner, who's an Aries. Or, Aries females, you may be in a relationship with an Aquarius, Gemini, or Libra male. So there's an element of conflict. The Knight of Swords has a very sharp tongue, and it can get him or her into trouble. This is arguments. Just be careful, again, how much you're drinking, how much you're partying, how much you're going out. You maybe, say you're an Aquarius guy and you're watching this for your Aries partner, okay, or a Gemini guy or Libra guy, whatever. And watching it for your Aries partner, there's some element where your partner may be working too much. There may be where you're not having enough fun time or downtime or time together. And you may feel like, a lot of times, it's hard for an air sign to admit it, but air signs like to have that emotional connection. They need that emotional connection. They're very detached, but at the same time, they need the connection. They need somebody to ground them, to make them feel loved and safe and secure and important. So it is important for, your partner, if they are an air sign, to take enough time to be with you and to spend time with you. Aries people need to have quality time. They need to have that feeling of togetherness. Whether you're a guy or girl, doesn't matter. It's a feeling of togetherness. So there's several elements there. I don't feel like this. I feel like this conflict, whatever conflict there may come up, and it could be family stuff too, drama stuff, stupid stuff, friendship stuff, quarreling stuff. There's some element of that, but I don't feel like it's going to be long-lived. I feel like it's going to be short-lived, and things are going to pass quickly. And I wouldn't doubt it, because if you're in a relationship with an air sign air signs generally don't hang on to these kinds of arguments. They argue, they can argue like every day, but ultimately it's not going to bog them down. They don't really care. It's not going to affect them emotionally, where it may be affecting you more than it affects them. That may be a problem too. Where it's like, an air sign may argue every day and it doesn't seem like it's a problem, but say for you Aries, especially Aries females, you may be more sensitive and it may be like we're fighting all the time. Maybe it's time we should break up or something like that, Some of you, for those of you who aren't having any work issues and aren't in a negative relationship, some of you may just be a little bit hiding from the world. You may be kind of gone into hibernation, or you may have gone into, maybe you live at home, or some of you may just be kind of avoiding the world in some way. This is the Seven of Swords is the hiding card. It's the card where you're not really engaged with the world. So it may be like there was a period of time, or maybe this is what you want to do, where there was a period of time in the past, even in the distant past, where you're just kind of took some time off. Maybe you weren't working. Maybe you were thinking about working, but you didn't know what you wanted to do. Maybe you just needed the work-life balance and you took some time off. Could be it too. For those of you who live at home, this is being buried under the rock, okay? Needing to come out into the daylight again. There may be maybe reasons why you decided to do that, and maybe some of you did move home or have lived at home for some time. But I always say, relationship-wise, if you're looking for romance, it's the kiss of death to be living at home with your parents. It just is. You need to move out. Some of you just need to move out. That's the bottom line there. Okay, so you have the Queen of Swords in reverse, which is interesting because it's usually a Capricorn or Aquarius female. So but it can also be male too sometimes. It says the end of winter, the spring is coming, star power in relationships, the heart is melting, like a clear mountain stream. So it's like in the spring, and I know we're talking, this card usually talks about it's springtime. I don't know why. In my deck, this is how I created it. I created a monster source when I made this deck. But I know this is winter time. But I feel like if you do want a new relationship or you are looking for love, I feel like you're going to meet someone in the spring, okay? For those of you who are in a partnership, things will improve in the springtime. This is where, you do kiss and make up kind of thing. This is where someone, whoever that is, whether it's male, female, or whatever, has fallen in love. To me, this is where the heart that's been frozen over in relationships because of past pain and past hurt and past cheating issues, like this is past crap, you're ready, you're getting ready to move on, and you'll feel better about things when you do get into a new relationship. It will make you like a different person. It's sort of like that moment where you realize you've fallen in love. It's almost like falling in love. You realize you've fallen in love and you can't wipe the smile off your face. You know what I mean? You're just like, oh my God. It's that feeling. It's like night and day. It's almost like, it's like turning something on, It's turning the light switch on. It's like the light goes on and it's just, I don't know, the feeling of being loved. So it's very positive. For those of you who are already married, to me this is things improving relationship-wise in the spring, but it is also making up. It is not holding a grudge. It is letting things go. It is your heart melting for positive reasons, because maybe you love your partner a great deal, or maybe because they just mean a lot to you, or maybe there's somebody in your life that means a lot to you. This is also temperature warming up. I don't know why I'm thinking about that. It's like the temperature warms up. Maybe this is going to a place that's warm. Those of you who have been traveling travel for the holidays, this may be a holiday retreat where you're going to a place that's warm, like the Bahamas or something like that, or needing to. If you live in a warm climate, this is just where it's more about your partner. It's more about really appreciating your partner because they make you feel good. You know, ultimately they make you feel good and you feel loved when you're around them. It's very positive. So in the position of emotions, you have the Judgment card, which is the card about starting fresh, starting over. It's interesting that I was talking a little bit about this. Again, you know, this element of moving on from the past garbage. And, you know, it's needing to forgive yourself, emotionally forgiving yourself, saying, I forgive myself for getting into a relationship that wasn't good for me, or for staying in that relationship for too long, or for whatever it is that you're beating yourself up on. You know, it's time to let go of that. It's time to move on from that. It would behoove you to do so. It's a beautiful card. I feel like the second half of January is sort of going to be clear sailing for you. I feel like things are going to move forward in a very positive way. The first half may just be kind of a little bit more, again, work-life balance, trying to figure out what you're going to do, making plans. The Wheel of Fortune is showing up in the position of your attitude, but it doesn't really matter where the Wheel of Fortune really hits, because it's just like, it's an energy that is about exercising your free will. It's about making decisions for yourself. It's about taking the bull by the balls. You know, that's what I always say. And, you know, making a decision and going for it. You know, looking the bull in the eye and saying, you know what, I'm going to do this. This is what I want to do. This is who I am. And making a stand, you know. The free will card is about having the future not being written entirely yet. It's not set in stone, okay, what your life is going to turn out like. You have to make it into something. And that's where, that to me is like the Aries challenge. You know, their shadow's the Libra. The Aries challenge is not to be overly focused about relationships, not to get distracted by relationships, to push forward with all of their fire energy and become something, and to do something, and to go places. And to have that healthy self-focus, which is, you know, doing things that they like to do. What is it that you like to do? Whatever that is, you need to make it happen. You need to do it. That's the energy in January. And it's funny I was talking about the hiding, because I didn't even realize this. The outcome is the Hermit card. And the Hermit card is processing things. It is about processing your feelings, your emotions. It's about going out into the world. It's kind of to get moving for some of you. But it's a positive outcome. It's about, you know, needing to go into the cave if you've been working too hard. Into the cave, male, female, and just kind of chilling out and getting some rest, and needing to come out of the cave. Because you have this Seven of Swords in the recent past, some of you need to move, some of you need to move out, some of you need to go out more. It's going to depend on the Aries. The Aries people that are overdoing it, you need to rest, you need to recharge. The Hermit is about processing things, moving on from the past, but in a choosing a direction and then going for it. To me, these are major. You have a lot of major arcanas here. You have, I wouldn't say a lot. I should say you have some ones that are almost lining up. So it's like boom, boom, boom. The end of January, like the last week in January, it's like these major themes are really going to come up. The major theme of forgiving yourself and moving on. Forgiving yourself for what has happened in the past. You may have some planets in either Scorpio or Cancer, okay, Aries, because a lot of times the Aries, the person that can't let go is a Scorpio or Cancer. Aries usually doesn't have a problem with moving on, but sometimes taking the time to process what has happened is what the Aries needs, because Aries has a lot of this head energy, and it needs time to really think things through. So if you recently went through a divorce or a breakup, or there was some cheating in your relationship, you need to take time to process that. Okay. For those of you who are working too much, you need to take time off and rest and have some downtime. Spend some more time with your partner. Spend some time with your family, you know. Um, and for those of you who have done nothing, those of you who are not working hard enough, you're being overly focused on relationships, or you may be taking too much time off, it's time to get back, put your nose to the grindstone, and get back on the horse and get out of the barn and gallop, you know, because that's the energy. Coming out of the cave. Okay, so the cave for the hermit is about enlightenment. It's about going through something that leads you to higher knowledge. It's really the journey of the fool. Some of you need to check out aeclectic.net, which has the journey of the fool on there, which is very interesting to read. It's important to understand the fool's journey, our life lessons. Some major themes are going to be coming up for you in January. I don't feel like it's going to be end of these major themes because the outcome is major stuff. So, and it's kind of ramping up. So I feel like in January, the last week, you may start to you may be just thinking a lot, deeply thinking, processing things, understanding what's going on in your life, trying to kind of get a grasp on the things that you want to happen and the things that you don't want to have happen. Make a list of goals, which will help you to, write it down. Definitely write it down, which will help you to keep track of it for the rest of the year. So I do feel like you're going to be leaving a lot of negative energy behind you, which is really positive, which is what I like to see. You just need to make some choices. To me, the free will card is about making good choices. And I feel like choosing not to be in a relationship with someone who's cheating on you would be a good choice. Not to be in a relationship which you want to cheat on them, it would be a good choice. Moving on from anything that's negative in your life, whether it's a friendship or a family member, whatever it is, moving on. Even if it's a job situation that's really overworking you, plan your great escape. Start planning. Say, you know what? I'm going to be out of this relationship by such and such. I'm going to be out of this job by such and such. By June, I want to say June's coming to me. Some of you need to plan for June, okay? I don't know why, but June needs to be your time crunch. Okay, I'm going to be out of here no matter what by June 1st, say. And set your sights on that. And you'll be guided because, you have a lot of light. The hermit has this lantern. So the light of, so you're going to be enlightened. You're going to have learned from your past. That's what processing things, and that's the point of life, the school of life. So this is January is a time of learning, some major lessons, becoming enlightened by them, growing from them, and moving on. That's what I see. So anyways, I hope you enjoyed this reading, and definitely reach out to me if you'd like a private one. OracleDaphne.com is the website again, and just pick a day, time, and then email me, elizabetholson31@gmail.com. And I will be back again mid-January for your mid-January horoscopes, and so stay tuned for more. I'm going to send you big hugs, big kisses. And I will talk to you guys again soon. Okay, take care.